Hi, hello, and welcome back to What is K-pop podcast, where in which we talk all things K-pop. Woo. So, words are difficult. We are talking to. I don't know if I've included the rant about how the podcast is doing, but if not, then I was just talking about that. But yes, so after 3 years with ATRP, Chuu has parted ways with the company. So the statement is as follows. I can't do the speaking thing at the moment. I am having troubles. Hello, this is ATRP. We're letting you know that our exclusive contract with our artist Chuu has expired as of the 10th of July 2026. After in-depth discussions about Chuu's future activities, we mutually agreed to end the exclusive contract while rooting for while rooting for one another's futures. We would like to thank all the fans who have given Chuu their unsparing love and support up until now. We ask that you continue to give her lots of interest and encouragement in the future as well. Thank you. So, I have looked online, and it does appear that some people aren't the biggest fans of ATRP or ATRAP, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And I guess I do understand because it did say about the promotions for EXO My Cyberlove being not the best, but I don't know if that was necessarily like a bad thing because people can say like they're not doing enough promotion, like it's really annoying, let's boo the company. Boo. That is fair enough. You are well within your right to think that. However, I do believe there is some level of nuance to people complaining about how much promotion someone does, because it might just generally be that. What the fuck? Sorry, I really. There we go, yeah. Just hadn't had pop up on plus the blummin' cheek of it. But yeah, like, I, I do get why some people complain about the promotions. However, Chuu might have genuinely said, I don't want to do like I only want to promote for this amount of time. Like, I don't want to promote on certain places. Like, I want to do this, that, and the third. And honestly, that's fine. Like, if that's what you want to do, then like fair enough. And also, like, as much as Chuu is Chuu, there's only so much that ATRP is going to be able to do if if places are wanting to have her on their shows. Like, there's only so much promotion you can do if they're like the companies don't want your artists to be like promoting with them, because I kind of feel like the willingness to help the Luna members out with getting the promotions that they deserve. Companies are they are kind of dwindling a little bit of giving them grace and giving them that help, if that makes any form of sense. Like, it isn't like people aren't going to give them opportunities forever. And people can argue about that, of saying that, but Chuu, Eves, Lucemble, yeah, see, they were Artemis, many of the members of Lucemble that came soloists, like, given them the opportunities, they are talented. But technically, they aren't going to do that unless a artist kind of appears like they are able to sustain that. They're going to be able to maintain their success moving forward. Which again, you can say like, oh, but they can be successful if you just give them the right promotions. Next we're talking about IU and Lee Jung Suk. They broke up. I was really hoping that they were gonna go the distance, but they didn't. Yeah, so on the 10th, which was yesterday, IU's agency Edam Entertainment and Lee Jong Suk's agency Ace Factory both confirmed that it's true that they broke up, adding that they decided to remain good colleagues, and I guess friends, breaking up after 4.5 years after starting dating in 2022. IU is currently preparing for a new album and concert, while Jung Suk is gearing up for his upcoming drama, The Remarried Empress. Yeah, as much as it's obviously adorable when people get together, when we have K-pop relationships, they sometimes they just don't last, and you know, I guess it just was not meant to. Wow, I did not know how old IU was. She's 33. I don't know why on earth. Like, I didn't think to ever seek out that information before. She's 33. How old's Jung Suk actually? Let's have a look. 36. Okay. Did not know that at all. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. It's yeah, right. They'll both be alright. No. We've actually had a good few. Sorry, I was just having a drink. We've actually had a good few couples breaking up. So no on Korea Boom, which is always a wonderful place to get your information from, by the way. No, it actually is, but it's very much a site that they often actually recycle old news stories to say like this happened a few years ago. Do you remember that? Yeah. The five couples that are broken up. Yeah, So Young from Girls' Generation and Jung Kyung Ho. They broke up after 14 years. They began dating in 2012 and it was confirmed in 2014. But then they broke up, I think it was about 2 months ago when it was announced. I don't remember though. It's been June. I don't know. Time is a concept of human perception. Dynamic duos Geiko and Kim Soo-min, they got divorced after 15 years of marriage. Yeah, that's yeah. P-Dog, who was the producer, was the producer, I don't know, from BTS. Of BTS, not from BTS. He isn't in BTS, but yeah, you can remember what I'm talking about. Weather forecaster Kim Ga-young, they stopped their relationship. Yeah, I don't know. I said it before and I'll say it again. I feel anxious. Well, I feel anxious anyway. But like K-pop, it feels anxiety. It just has an air of stress about it. And I don't love it. Yeah. And last but no means least, Jihyo revealed that Twice will be taking a break from group activities for the rest of the year. I'm not surprised, but I kind of hoped that they were going to have a comeback, but fair enough. I get it. It's difficult to be Twice, I imagine. So yesterday, Force released a new interview with Jihyo, who, if you don't know, is the leader of Twice. But I imagine that all of you don't know who Jihyo is. Covered everything from her latest song releases to her career goals, and about Twice's legendary run of the past few years, like record-breaking comebacks, successful tours, and much more. And obviously they've had a very busy 11 years. So Jihyo announced that, quote, for the past 11 years, as Twice and as a solo artist, we barely had any breaks. So I want to spend the rest of this year relaxing and taking a bit of a break. And she explained after completing their current world tour, Twice is taking a break for the rest of the year. And also they're having a final concert in Seoul. I guess they've already had it, I don't know. And this is their sixth world tour, completing 81 shows in less than a year, whilst also making comebacks today. This is 4 album, and that other album for their 10th anniversary, yeah. I don't know if they've released any more songs though. Fair enough. And she also said, this break is really something we need in order to work better in the future, so I hope our fans understand. She released a collaboration single with Shinisa. Fair enough. Another quote, I was able to show different sides than Shanisa, and we came together harmoniously. We made the entire song very complete. This is the only song that I listen to these days, and hopefully Jihyo wants to release a jazzy R&B album. That is a little dream she has. Oh my god, I literally don't know why, but that actually makes my heart. Oh, that's so cute. You know, I can't imagine actually what it's like to kind of be the leader of a K-pop group and be a K-pop group that is as big as Twice, because, you know, obviously, as much as we see there's a nice smell coming from outside. I think someone's barbecuing. As much as we like to hope that these idols enjoy the music and the stuff that they put out, I don't think it's as cut and dry as a lot of people think. Like, an idol, they are going to enjoy somewhat the music that they put out, but we've seen obviously with NCT 127, their song Sticker, all the members hated it, but yeah, it was still released, even though that like none of them enjoyed the track. I personally love that song because it is just so ridiculous. Like, that's why I love it. You know, I love the flute. You know, it's very, very jarring, and you know, you can't really listen to it too much because otherwise it'll overstimulate you and you're going to have to go for a lie down. But it's funny. I mean, yeah, when you are in a K-pop group, it isn't necessarily they're not going to necessarily put out the music that you want to put out, and oftentimes, like, it's the solo projects that you really actually find out what these people actually like and see how much they probably weren't enjoying what they were performing as a group. So it's weird because you want to think that like your artists enjoy what they put out, but no, you know, not really. You know, I have done a few podcast episodes where in which I've not particularly wanted to talk about the things that I'm talking about, but I know that talking about it will help in some ways me become more popular, so then I can do things that I want to do. Like, I am quite enjoying talking about the news now, and hopefully, if I end up doing more episodes where I might not enjoy it but other people do, they might tune in for these news episodes. You know, it's all about balance at the end of the day. Yeah, hopefully we'll see Twice come back as their more relaxed and better off selves. I will be tuning in for that. So I hope I'm enjoying them these days. But yeah, thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.